Awesome. So we have Wendy. Wendy Hyatt is on with us. She is retired physician assistant, a fitness competitor, world champion fitness competitor. She's a network marketing professional working with people all over the world. And she's here to share a couple tidbits on tonight's big event within our company. People have heard of the company Isagenix, but I don't think people have really dug into what it is. And I think tonight, this 3-hour session is going to give a whole lot of info as to what we're doing, what the company's all about. 18 years of success, and now they're shifting into Isagenix 2.0. So I like to think, I don't know the author of this book, but the book is good to great. So Isagenix is going from good to great. And here to ask those 3 questions. The first one, I'll keep it simple. Why will people want to come to this 3-hour presentation and watch what's going on? Like even the average person who's going to walk away with just some extra info, why watch?
Yeah, well, I mean, if we could, I miss our live events. I miss just being around the energy, seeing people traveling, and like our culture, our community is like nothing I've ever seen before. I've been to other companies and other events, but this one, there's just something so special about our Isagenix live events. And this one happens to be our largest global annual event of the year. And normally it costs money to go, right? So we're traveling, we're taking a plane, we're paying for lodging and food and all kinds of goodies. But since it's virtual this year, super sad that we can't see each other in person and like have a big reunion, but that's okay. Now that it's virtual, anyone can go to it. It's free. Normally we would have been there. My family would have been out there by yesterday. And it's saving time. It's condensed. It's more efficient. And tonight they're talking about all the new stuff that's coming out. And I love that about this company, that we're always taking the next step. We're always looking forward and seeing what the trends are and seeing what the customers need. So, and I love how they surprise us all the time. And it's always good surprises. So tonight they're unveiling the new formulations for the shakes that are coming out. It's going to be less sugars. It's going to have some vitamins in there. And most people don't know what vitamins are. And just like some people have already tried these new shakes and they're amazing. They're smooth. They're tasty. And I don't know, I'm just excited I want to buy some right now.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna get my hands on them right now. So we're having new.
And they're just as a quick aside, they're whole food blend.
Yeah, whole blend. It's called whole blend. So
whole blend.
People want to have whole foods. That's it's just more natural. So this is a convenient way to get all that stuff in. And there's some other who knows what else they're going to throw in there. So it's all exciting. And Eric Hoover is going to be talking about just the vision of Isagenix 2.0. What is it? Where are we going? And why we should get on board. So I always love the inspiration and just the positivity of it. So
super positive, man. There are a lot of really good companies out there, but I have to agree with that statement, and that it's like a very genuine positive energy throughout. Now, the second question is, what are people going to learn? And by that, I mean, there may be some people who, watch for the 3-hour time frame and they walk away. They may not necessarily want to try the product, but they'll come away learning some valuable information for their life, for their health. Like what types of things do you think they're going to walk away learning?
Probably, if I know their events and how they usually run them, they're going to walk away with some education on why we do what we do, the quality of the ingredients, who the people are who come together to create these amazing, life-changing, result-oriented products, and how they nourish our bodies. They're going to see the types of people who are attracted to this company, to this nutrition, to this lifestyle, and see that there are positive people out there who look younger than they really are. And they're glowing from the inside out. So I think it may be positivity. I don't know who's not going to want to try this stuff, because with a 30-day money back guarantee, why not? Why not? And then for people who already are using the products, they're just going to love it even more. They're going to find more things to try, and you're shopping from your own grocery store. And yeah.
Own online health food store, man. It's pretty neat in and of itself.
Yeah.
So like I mentioned, there's a lot of, wellness is a multi-billion-dollar industry. And it was Paul St. Pilzer, I believe, noted that it's going to be a $1 trillion industry very soon. With all the companies that are out there, and with your knowledge when it comes to the physiology of the body, and that what we eat, it's not necessarily what we're eating, but what we're absorbing. And with that said, from a nutrition standpoint and from a business standpoint, why Isagenix?
That's a really good question, because there are lots of companies out there that have good products. I'm really drawn to Isagenix. Mostly, originally it was for the telomere support, seeing the science behind that. And then just by learning, the more I dug into the products and the ingredients that they use, and seeing how everything works together, there isn't any single answer for health. There's no magic bullet. But what the system does is just allow our bodies to heal on its own, to do what it's meant to do. And it brings in that simplicity, which I've never been able to find before. And along with the shake is just this community. And I keep talking about this community. It's really intangible, but when you're around it, it's the personal development that happens. And I know there are other places where you can get that, but also the compensation plan. It just makes sense. The more consistent you are, they reward you for being consistent. And to be able to walk away from a six-figure income job, it's just because there was more fulfillment here, because there was more opportunity to help people in a broader scale, that just really appealed to me. And to be able to have this freedom to do it whenever you want to. The company is integrity to me, because they care about customers. They put the customer first, which is very rare in even corporate jobs. Where else, I don't know who puts the employee first, but the employees are customers too. We're not employees, but we're affiliated with the company, and we decide to share, and we just get compensated for sharing. Why Isagenix? The core values, I always look at core values, and they have 12 different core values, and they all speak to me. Some of it's traditions and innovations, it's leadership, it's family, it's health, it's integrity. It's all the stuff that I love. And I always trust that they're looking out for our best interests. They talk about it over and over again. They want to create the most 6- and 7-figure income earners than any other company. Why? If there's someone who's offering that, sure, great. I'll take one for the team. But it's because it's not just for the money though. It's for who we are impacting and the way we're impacting people. I have someone who is on his way to dropping 100 pounds because of this. And to know that I'm part of that, even though it's like he totally did it on his own. He's doing it on his own, but like just to be there to be by his side on his journey whenever he needs it. It's just, I could never do that. I could never do that as a physician assistant. No. But to be able to offer that, to be able to give people their energy back, and I mean, again, I'm not doing it, but I'm just providing them some solutions and just seeing that transformation because I've seen it for myself. You know, I remember walking through each day and just feeling numb, feeling like nothing was ever, like this was just going to be it. You know, you go to work for like the majority of your day, you come home and you're exhausted, you have dinner, you like maybe relax for a second, and then you have to go to bed and do it all over again. And I said, well, how much longer do I have to do this? But not that I didn't know, you know, like it's every job out there is necessary and offers value. But for me, it wasn't, I didn't feel alive. And to finally feel like be around other people. Sorry, that was not part of the question, but
Oh, good.
why Isagenix? I mean, why not? I mean, it's, I don't know, when you're able to have friends from all over the world, all over the country, and just to be really close to them, because of this nutrition. I mean, food is such a social thing, right? And it's a common bond, it's a common thread. And to know that you're not the only person who gets these amazing results and just feel so much better with it, and they get you. It's really kind of cool. I remember meeting a friend in Canada just over social media and just and phone calls and stuff like that. And I stayed with them, and I didn't know who they were. I didn't know where I was going. I got lost in the Uber, but you know, it was in the middle of winter, and I went there, and I just felt at home because I saw the same food. I knew how to make my shake. I knew where to get this, where to get that, and it was just, I've never felt that before. I've never experienced that before. To walk into a stranger's home and stay with them, and yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's why Isagenix. I don't know. It's a global country. We're expanding. We're, I don't know, making good moves. So stuff that I'm aligned with. So I don't know. That's why for me, at least. I can't speak for anybody else.
Yeah. That's exactly. I love that people have been on here and sharing their answer to these questions, because everyone does have their own perspective. And a few things that you mentioned, the no compromise policy, the fact that they maintain standards that they don't need to maintain, but they choose to, like FDA standards, informed sport certifications when it comes to the product. It's simple and convenient. I was chatting with a customer of ours. She's been using the product for about 3 years now. And she's like, it is so simple, super convenient. I don't have to think about stuff. I feel great, right? And in the consistency, I agree with you with regard to the business. I mean, any business, if you're consistent, things are going to happen. But with Isagenix, the training that they have, that you don't pay a dime for, right? The training, if you're consistent with the training, things will happen. Another thing I wanted to mention was the 6 and 7 figure earners that you refer to. Every single one of them is working harder than they've ever worked in their life. And they're earning 6 and 7 figure residual incomes. Like, you can call them on the phone. They'll help you out. You can get them on through it. People are helping each other, even when they get to that point where they're super successful. I think that's a biggie too.
Right.
And then if it's the company policy is, if it's not right for the customer, then it's not right for the company.
That's huge.
They put the customer number one.
Yeah, absolutely. And something else, I mean, yes, I always forget the informed sports certified, because it's actually really important to me, but I've never competed outside of using this nutrition. So I don't know what competing is like without this nutrition.
Just as a quick, World Natural Bodybuilding Federation, that was when you went down in New York, won Worlds, and just wanted to put that in.
So, I mean, this nutrition led me to bodybuilding. I never even, it wasn't even close to me in my world, to bodybuild. I met one person at work who did it, and I was like, that is so weird. And then just seeing people from this company with their physiques, and it was just like, it's perfect. It's the way the human body was supposed to be. It just got me into it. But not only there's so many different ways that people use this nutrition. They're bodybuilders, or like, I feel that between my competing seasons, it's easier for me to maintain um, a normal physique. So when I go back to competing, it's not like I'm reinventing the wheel or I'm starting from scratch. It's just I know the tools that I have, and I have so many available to me. And I love the fact that people who are looking to lose weight are using the same nutrition, the same foundational nutrition. People who are looking to put on muscle mass are using the same foundation. People who are looking to feed their kids this never-ending pit of food, right? They use that. It's food because it's food. I mean, there are other diets or lifestyles out there that it's just for people who are losing weight, and it's like, why? Why is it unsafe for kids? I don't know. That's interesting. But like, we have whole foods. It's a whole blend. And we have kids nutrition too, like stuff that's catered specifically for kids because it's a little bit sweeter. It's a little, smaller amounts of protein instead of like this full dose or serving size, even though they could just have what we have, HALV, whatever. So anyway, yeah, it's so versatile, and I don't know, it's fantastic. It's very simple. Even my parents in their 70s and 80s are using it every day. So, and even I was giving it to my kids when they were 2 to 4. So who do you know who's aging? Who do you know who eats? Everyone does. And but even really more why now is because I think more and more people are realizing that they need to have another stream of income. They need to have another resource for food. They need to be able to, I don't know, having this like cushion, this like side hustle, which, it's not really it doesn't have to be a side hustle. It's just like, just be a good friend, share a solution with somebody, and like see if you can help everyone who you love get healthier. If not, it's only for the open people. But I mean, having this other stream of income has been amazing. I was able to finish our basement, and we put in a home gym, thank goodness, right before, well, a couple months before this happened. Yeah, we've been able to go on trips because of this income, and just to give my husband a little breathing room. When we had to shut everything down, we had just invested into his private practice, and then they had to close down 3 weeks later. We're like, oh, that's nice, let's just put all of our income over there. But we're able to still, with this business has been booming since the shutdown, because like people can't go anyplace, and people have more time to take a look, and I don't know, people just want to get healthier, put on some weight when you're at home, nothing to do except be friends with food. They need this. Sorry.
No. This is great. And again, everyone has their story when it comes to this company. And I think you hit on something, and, people will come on, they'll watch what they're going to share tonight. They're going to get back to us and ask questions and get rocking and rolling with this thing. Then there's going to be other people who watch it for a few hours. They come away with information, which is awesome. Info that's going to help to improve some of their habits maybe. But you hit on something, and Neville Goddard's book, Feeling is the Secret. I mean, life is about energy. Life is about feeling. And obviously this nutrition, this business has created an awesome feeling for you, for myself, for the people that we're working with. And that's, one of the things, no matter what we're doing, no matter what project we're working on, no matter what business we're working on, we want to help people to feel good, help people feel good. And that's what life's all about. And I think this helps us to feel pretty darn great. And yeah. I feel great, Wendy, that you're kind enough to pop on here, and I'll record this and post it, and I'll share it with you. You can post it because it's great insight. And, you always, when I ask people these questions, it's funny because I asked them the same 3 questions, and everyone starts to share a piece of their heart, share a
Mm-hmm.
piece of who they are. And I think that is pretty neat too. So thank you so much, Wendy. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Thank you for inviting me and providing that space. I think that when people, because you give people that space, they are open to sharing their heart. So thank you.
Thank you.
Great questions.
Thank you.
See you tonight.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be amazing.
Yes. Thank
Thank
you.
you.